Well, stars gathered for the first Hollywood Awards event of the new year. That story kicks off today's trending stories. Here's a look at our hot topics brought to you by Les Mis at Walton Arts Center. Well, all the stars were aligned for the Palm Springs Film Festival. They had an opening night gala. Margot Robbie, Billie Eilish, Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, and Emma Stone were among the stars who walked the red carpet. Also, turns out the stars, of course, a lot like the rest of us. They spoke to reporters about binge watching holiday season movies as well as catching up on some Oscar contenders over the holidays. Me too.
I know, same.
Same.
I love to know that they were kind of just, sitting at home watching movies.
Right. I think it's interesting though because, I mean, how far do you try to separate yourself from what you do every day?
True.
You know what I mean? So like if you star in movies and stuff and films all the time, do you try to separate yourself and be like, no, I don't watch a lot of TV because that's what I do every day?
Right.
But also at the same time, who can resist holiday movies?
Who can resist? I know I'm having a hard time picturing Leonardo DiCaprio watching Christmas shenanigans.
But he
in
does,
Vermont.
apparently. He does.
He loves it. Who knew? Well, speaking of stars, Hollywood is mourning the loss of Glynis Johns. She was the Tony Award-winning stage and screen star who played opposite Julie Andrews in the classic movie Mary Poppins and introduced the world to the bittersweet standard to be Send in the Clowns. That's one of my favorite songs by Stephen Sondheim. Johns was also known to be a perfectionist about her profession, precise, analytical, and opinionated. The roles she took had to be multifaceted. Anything less was giving less than her all, she said. She was 100 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, man, making it to a century is a huge milestone, but obviously mourning the loss of her here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with Christmas in the rear view.
I know, so sad.
And a tasty new treat on the menu for elephants in Germany. Check this out. I love this. This is good to know that your Christmas trees can be put to good use. At the Berlin Zoo, elephants are being treated to a special snack, Christmas trees. The zoo used unsold trees that never found a home. It was becoming an annual event. The elephants tore off branches with their trunks and ate them up or used them as toys, whacking each other with it probably. It wasn't only the elephants that got to enjoy the trees, though. The European bison nestled into the trees before tasting them, and reindeer sniffed and played, oh my gosh, with them as well. I know here you can take your trees, I think, to Beaver Lake because they're given to the fish.
That's right, yes. I loved it. But how cute is that?
How sweet.
Yes. And reuse, recycle those
Yeah.
trees for sure. One major movie in wide release joining the box office this weekend looks to take a bite out of the profits. Night Swim stars Wyatt Russell, Carrie Condon, Jodie Long, and Eddie Martinez, among others. It aims to do to swimming pools what Jaws did to oceans, namely making us terrified to go swimming. The film looks to rule the box office this weekend, but several holdovers will have a strong outing, including Wonka, Aquaman, The Color Purple, and the animated hit Migration, all still in wide release. You can go catch those if you haven't already. There were some great opportunity for you to see those over the holiday break, but in case you missed it, you still have the opportunity.
Yeah, we talked about Night Swim yesterday because Doug Koch just did a nice little red carpet interview. He did ask them, is this movie supposed to be like what Jaws did to us with the ocean, like make us terrified of going swimming? I was talking to Jacob, one of our PAs here, and he was like, I'm never going to swim at night again.
It is scary to get in a pool at nighttime. Especially one with no lights on. Oof.
And then play a Marco Polo with that.
That'll freak you out for sure.
Okay, well, let's keep the hot topics going. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In case you missed it, Cat Williams appeared on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, and what erupted was a over 2-hour episode. He talked about everything from him leaving home at the age of 13 to sharing that he believes Cedric the Entertainer stole one of his most famous jokes. Social media was loving this yesterday. I saw so many memes and reactions of people that were watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sam Rubin from our sister station in LA has more on that story. Plus, a look at a new campaign starring Jeremy Allen White, most known for his role in The Bear.
We start here with the idea of the closer. You have a tight 10, a great stand-up segment, and then you have a joke at the end that's absolutely phenomenal. Well, one popular comic says another, arguably even more popular comic, has stolen his closer. The sports journalist Shannon Sharpe talking here with the comic Cat Williams.
So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know. I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy.
We're going to show you some clips so you can see what Cat is talking about. Here's Cat's original joke. It's sort of him trying to be cool while driving a car.
It looked like this. You flossing in a 6-shift convertible.
And now what Cat says is Cedric the Entertainer's appropriation of that joke. This time, Cedric trying to look cool, driving in a spaceship.
Get us, we be in a space shuttle like it's a 72. Dude,
Now to a pretty easy homonym, the star of The Bear bears all. We're talking about actor Jeremy Allen White.
AC,
yes.
HVAC?
We are at 85. No, just kidding. 95K.
Well, here's Jeremy Allen White in an entirely new way as a model for Calvin Klein. The spring 2024 campaign is all about how Jeremy looks in and out of his Calvins.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me.
If you are so inclined, we actually have some still photos as well. There's no denying this is one very fit actor. That is your entertainment report here in Hollywood. I'm Sam Rubin.